Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes. Beautiful touch that time to Travis Kelce.
10 reasons why Patrick Mahomes will lose all of his money by 2021. Before we start, I'd want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Sports Crazies. The Kansas City Chiefs recently decided to expand the deal to Patrick Mahomes to $450 million, the highest offer in American professional sports.
Patrick Mahomes deserves to be the highest paid guy, and I believe he will be.
He will earn a lot, provided he performs, but experts say that his days of glory are way past now and he will go bankrupt in paying back his sponsors due to his poor game. These are the 10 reasons why Patrick will lose all of his money by 2021. Number 10. New sponsorship contract. The 2017 10th overall pick is the fastest player in NFL history, with 75 touchdown passes in 30 games, surpassing Dan Marino, who scored the same in 32 games, and he's already got the most touchdown passes through a homegrown quarterback in Chiefs history. But experts are doubting that he will live up to the standard he has brought his sponsors to, and eventually will lead to a failure in completing the contract.
Now for Kansas City. Mahomes gets his man, Kelce. Kelce continues.
Number 9. Not as he used to be. Mahomes accounted for 12 touchdowns passing and rushing in the 2019 postseason, most in a single postseason in NFL history, but his performance down to 0 in 2020, which is a very alarming phenomenon for someone who is coming under millions of dollars of contract to ensure that he will be performing well.
We can pay you as much as you potentially want. You know, we can pay you this kind of money, but understand that there's going to be some consequences.
Number 8. Throwing matches. He made a 44-yard throw to Tyreek Hill on the 3rd and 15th in the Super Bowl to help the Chiefs fight back and win.
Needs some Mahomes magic. Launches down the middle. Hill open. Caught, and they get it. Kansas City,
The 3rd and 15, or longest last year, was 13 of 17 for 299 yards and 3 TD, 17.6 yards per attempt. This resulted in major loss in the game, and his team ended up losing a lot of money for the failure of the quarterback to perform. Number 7. Not a competent QB. He's not widely regarded as a quarterback, but he has scrambled for more yards and first downs than any player in the NFL after returning from injury last season's Week 10, including playoffs. Yes, more than Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson.
people falling on top of you, and I can tell you.
Number 6. Injury.
And it's like they almost popped that.
He is an absolute cannon for his arm. He has had 22 TD passes of 20 or more yards downfield over the last 2 seasons, the longest TD in the nation. Due to a recent injury, his hand was useless in the game, which is very unfortunate news since the quarterback's entire career rests on his arms. Although he reassured he is recovered, but there has been no significance in performance can be observed. Number 5. Stuck in the past. Mahomes has the NFL best 73 overall QBR under strain since the beginning of 2018. The total league is 20. That was the only time he was shining in his career. He is still at a young age, and people say that he might go bankrupt, celebrating his victory from 2018 till now. He is not living in the now, instead he is stuck in the past where he was a major player.
With those 2 guys, and it's a tribute to my teammates, really it is, and I got put in a great situation and then trying to maximize it every single day.
Number 4. Lost a lot of money for bettors.
You got in the playoffs last season, and you lost to the Patriots. Sorry to bring that up.
One reason he is so good under pressure to throw himself on the run, he is getting 23 TD passes on the field in the last 2 seasons, 8 more than anybody else, even during the playoffs. In fact, he had more touchdown passes on the run last postseason than the rest of the NFL combined, per NFL Next Gen Stats. Muhammad's over-under rushing yards opened as low as 27.5 and bet as high as 36.5. Mahomes had 44 yards in the final possession of Kansas City. With the Chiefs leading 31-20 and 57 seconds left, Mahomes knelt in 3 straight games, losing 15 yards. He finished with 29 yards of rushing, a costly outcome for bettors. Out of the hundreds of proposition bets made by William Huss US, more capital was invested on Mahomes' running yards than was placed on any other market. 75% of the bets and 68% of the money wagered on the prop were over. Sportsbook PointsBet claimed there was more than twice as much money bet on Mahomes' running yards as was invested on the edge. PointsBet has opted to recover all bets on Mahomes above 30.5 yards, writing on Twitter, "If there has been a stronger spike on the prop than this one, feel free to let us learn." Earlier in the week, Dan Fuel also reported lopsiding overacting on Muhammad's rushing yards. We have taken a heck of a lot of bets on that business, John Shearman, Chief Trade Officer for Dan Fuel, told ESPN on Friday. In addition, our handle is almost 3 times as high as the bet on his passing yards, which is very fascinating. The Chiefs piled up a 20-10 lead in the fourth quarter for a 31-20 victory over the San Francisco 49ers, covering a 1.5-point gap in the game that stood below the mark. Sportsbooks were the major winner of the season. Davis of Caesars named the product a monster for his paper. Number 3. After effects of the injury. He played 36 games in his career, including the postseason, and never lost more than 1 score or scored a total QBR of less than 50 in a game. In other terms, there has never been a below-average game. It's the most consecutive QBR game of 50 or more to start a career, 36, since the metric was first measured in 2006. This is why sponsors approached him readily and he let that get to his head, enjoying parties and all. After his injury and decline in performance, many companies refused to sponsor him as their ambassador, and all of his wealth was led to waste because of his inability to perform. Number 2. Sponsors' money. Mahomes was 5-0 in 2019, trailing by double digits, the best record in the NFL history of the season, including the postseason. He is also the first quarterback in NFL history to win 3 double-digit straight games, including the postseason. He had a streak during the playoff run of the last season. He's still under debt by the bank because of repaying the sponsors he took money from, which is why he could be in a world of hurt when his performance keeps declining as it is now. Number 1. Difference between past young prodigies. He became the youngest quarterback of the age of 24 in NFL history to win both the MVP and Super Bowl titles, surpassing Brett Favre. He also outperformed Tom Brady as the youngest quarterback to win the Super Bowl MVP.
Tom Brady, he talked to you after the game? Like, what normally happens at the...
Yeah, so
The major difference between him and other players is that he let the money and the fame get to his head. That is leading to the decline in his performance, which is ultimately putting him under the pressure of being bankrupt, as organizations have no concern in sponsoring a player with 0 performance on the field. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.